That Royal Rumble spot in '02, and I'm sure you get access like a million times if people always want to talk to you. Who comes up with that? Is that like he's saying he wants to put you over and do that spot, or is that like Patterson or whoever's writing it saying, "Hey, we got this spot for Maven"?
For years, I thought it was Shane and Taker, and then when I did Taker's pod, Taker corrected me. He was like, "Man, that was my idea." Taker
Wow.
went to them because he was turning heel, he was heel, and he needed something to do to just he had to have something that would land. And what's a better way to do that than the kid that just won Tough Enough, doesn't even have wrestling gear at this point? Let me just destroy him. And it worked. And at the same time, it gave me a career, gave me legitimacy, while does not damage Taker one bit. Didn't hurt him, didn't hurt his gimmick, didn't hurt his persona, didn't hurt his character, didn't hurt his legacy in any way. And the way that they wrote it up and the way he came up with it, with me catching him with the move I did, with his back turned, it was perfect. It's the one thing I can say I was in one part of wrestling's history that landed perfect. And I mean, yeah. And again, I struggle thinking what happens if I miss that drop kick.
Oh my God! Imagine after he went to bat for you and said he wants you to do the spot with him.
We're not starting a wrestling match. I'm not eliminating Taker all by myself.
Yep.
It's just, yeah. I'll probably never seen after that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JR's awesome on that call too, because like Undertaker's face is like, did that just happen? And he's like, oh my God, he did great.
JR was perfect. The Kevin Dunn in the truck had the cameras working perfect, because after you see the elimination and they got it perfect from the side, because you could see, like, I kicked the shit out of Taker, and when he went over the ropes, you see his face kind of get hung up on the rope because of momentum, and then they cut to a different handheld, and it's that handheld like Undertaker's face, and you see just it's kind of a mix between shock, anger, and disbelief. And then they flash cut to my jubilant and real reaction, and me just in the ring, getting it, cheering with the crowd, going up on the ropes. And then I step down and I see what I've done. It's really perfect television. Perfect television.
That was great. Were you legitimately excited? Like, did you get caught up in the moment?
Absolutely. What you see is real. And then an extension of that, when Taker comes in and you see me like, whoa, and I think you see me mouth, I'm only doing what I had to do. For a second, John, I really thought he was pissed. And in my mind, I'm thinking, did I kick him too hard? This is like, at this point, this is like as legendary as a person as I've worked with. And I kicked the shit out of him. And he's looking like he's mad at me. And I'm like, what did I, like, oh God, what did I do? Am I really, is he really mad at me? And it was real. It was real. And I finally realized that everything was good when he went to punch me. And then in one of the punches, he hits me, and he told me, he's like, calm down, kid, calm down. And, and then I was like, okay, all right, we're where we need to be.
Right. Right.
But at that point, he needs me to start selling. So, yeah.
So when he's kicking your ass, it wasn't like he was pissed and he's really, I'm going to throw this greenhorn around. Not at all, right?
My night was over after that. I just had to sell. It was easy. The chair shot, all the rest of it was easy at that point. It was cake. I hit the drop kick, Yeah.
That's great too, because he gets his heat back, but everyone's kind of like, "Wow, you just got eliminated by Maven." But then he's so pissed, he's like, "I'm going to kick this kid's ass all over the arena."
Absolutely,
Screw that.
absolutely. And just further do what a heel would do in that scenario. Again, he's just amazing.